Detective Clara Hartley stood by the window of her small office, gazing at the blood-red hue that had overtaken the moon. The rare celestial event had captivated the town of Miller's Creek, but that night, something far darker than the moon had descended upon the community. 4 brutal murders had been reported in as many days, each more gruesome than the last. As Clara went over the case files once more, a sense of dread settled over her. There was something unnervingly ritualistic about the way the victims were killed, each one positioned in an eerily similar manner, with cryptic symbols drawn in blood around them. The town was gripped by fear, and whispers of ancient curses and dark rituals began to circulate. The foreboding atmosphere only intensified as the next blood moon approached. Clara knew she had to act fast to prevent more lives from being lost. Her initial investigations led her to the town's historical society, where she met with the eccentric historian, Dr. Elias Thompson. Dr. Thompson revealed that Miller's Creek had a dark past, long forgotten by its residents. Centuries ago, the town's founders had fled from Europe, escaping persecution for their involvement in occult practices. They had brought their rituals with them, and the blood moon played a significant role in their dark ceremonies. This revelation sent chills down Clara's spine. She realized the murders were not random acts of violence, but part of a much larger and sinister plan. With each victim, the killer was drawing closer to completing an ancient ritual said to grant unimaginable power, but at a horrifying cost. As Clara dug deeper into the town's dark history, she discovered a pattern in the murders that pointed to a particular individual. Her suspicions were confirmed when she uncovered old records identifying the descendant of the original cult leaders who had gone underground for decades. Determined to confront the suspect, Clara armed herself and headed to the old, abandoned church on the outskirts of town, the suspected location of the final ritual. The church was shrouded in darkness, the air thick with a sense of foreboding. Clara's footsteps echoed ominously as she made her way through the dilapidated building. In the center of the nave, illuminated by the eerie glow of the blood moon through the broken stained glass windows, stood the man responsible for the heinous acts. A figure clad in dark robes, chanting in an ancient language. Clara's heart pounded in her chest as she approached, weapon drawn. The final confrontation was brutal, a struggle between life and death under the ominous gaze of the blood moon. With dogged determination, Clara eventually overpowered the cultist, halting the ritual before it could be completed. As the man was taken into custody, the town of Miller's Creek began to breathe a collective sigh of relief. The blood moon faded, taking with it the sinister darkness that had plagued the town. Clara knew that while the immediate threat had been averted, the town's dark history would forever linger in the shadows. But for now, peace had been restored, and she could rest, if only until the next blood moon.